Are you new?
Yeah.
This is my.
You think this is your first podcast?
This is
not
my.
your
This is
30
my.
whatever.
This is my first one. Did you check everybody's mic to make sure
I sure did.
everybody's mic's working? Okay.
Oh, it's great, yeah.
Meat or vegetarian.
Okay.
You
This
got
this
both
is
options.
this is episode 34. I'd like to welcome everyone. Episode 34 of Dinner with Dan. I can't believe it's 34 already.
Isn't that great?
I am Dan Garrish, your podcast host tonight, and we are recording on Sunday, May 10th, 2026, which this year is Mother's Day. So all the mothers that are out there listening to us, happy Mother's Day. So far, no, I just did that. Okay. As usual, we are at my house on Rowe Avenue in Dayton's historic Five Oaks neighborhood. Temperature was a little bit below normal, but it was nice and sunny today with no rain
Perfect day.
to spoil outside mom activities. At the table tonight, we have table regulars Dan Whaley, Sam Braun, Dia, Paul Duncan Robinson, Kate Evans, and my son Eddie will not be joining us tonight. Tonight,
Is Eddie feeling better?
yeah, tonight after our weekly activity report, we will review our 25th, number 25 best Oscar pictures.
This is number 25?
This is number 25. Can you believe that?
That's impressive.
We have now watched 25 best
Can you believe
pictures
that?
Crazy.
on our epic slog,
Crazy.
and that is going to be the greatest show on earth. So, as we get around to that, what's for dinner?
Well, this dinner is barely counts as a dinner, as it is some of the worst,
Our most ridiculous.
ridiculous food on earth. Let's see, the most ridiculous food on earth. So hot dogs.
Give
that
me a
are
corn dog.
Hebrew National hot dogs, corn dogs, both meat and of the plant-based. Although it looks like a hot dog on it, doesn't it, Dia?
Is that okay?
Plant-based corn dogs, some popcorn, some lemonade, some beer, some animal crackers, some donuts, and later funnel cakes
And vanilla ice cream.
and vanilla ice cream.
And vanilla ice cream.
I mean, my God, this is barely food that's like processed.
I know. I'm embarrassed to say it.
I know. And then but now, Kate, you did bring something
I
green.
did just
Thank
bring
God.
a kale
Thank God.
slaw with some cranberries. It's one of those mixes. I didn't go to great trouble,
Great.
but we needed some roughage here.
I think this is in the top 3 meals that we've had. This rivals that American in Paris meal.
Oh, Well, then, if that's all we need to do.
Exactly. The bar is so low then. Okay.
Well, you know that line from Jerry Maguire,
You had me at hello.
you had me at corn dog. I love me some corn dogs. I could eat corn dogs all day long.
I'm so glad.
Okay, so that's what we're having for dinner because this is circus food. So Nan, who just shoved a all beef Nathan's hot dog in her mouth. Hebrew National. What have you done this week?
I've worked a lot this week. I went down to Cincinnati today for Mother's Day with my mom and dad and David and Emily and Teddy and Abby. So we had a nice time there. And I had 3 wonderful gin and tonics.
Nice.
So nice.
What other food did you have?
Some lamb.
Oh, lamb?
They have like this big buffet at their club for both Mother's Day and Easter. So basically, we go, like, Sam and I are guests at their club April, May, and June. And then we don't ever go back again until April, May, and June.
June for Father's Day?
Father's Day and David's birthday, and that's about it. Sometimes the 4th of July will go, but then that's about it. But they have this great, for Easter and Mother's Day, they have this great buffet. And it has salmon and shrimp and lamb and tenderloin and, you know, really good cookies and Grater's ice cream. I mean, it's just like really good, you know. eggs Benedict and, salmon. It's just like all the things. So it's really nice.
I want the podcaster to reflect that this club is not a sponsor of Dinner with Dan.
No, it's not.
Okay, go ahead.
So we did that yet today, and then yesterday I had to work. We had this really nice garden party in Cincinnati for Planned Parenthood, and it's in this beautiful home in Indian Hill, and it was beautiful out yesterday, and so that was a delight. And then Tuesday was election day, and we had endorsed a key race in Hamilton County for the county commission. We'd engaged in a primary, and we won. And so we had a discussion with that candidate on Saturday, which was great. So it's been a pretty good week. I did a lot of that, election night stuff on Tuesday and Wednesday to see how.
And you won your election.
Yes, I won my election. I would like to let you all know that I won by a bigger margin than Matt Heck won.
You did.
So just want to let you all know.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, did you pick up on that? I spent
I did.
$0.00 on my race. So I feel really good about that. I went back to my office in Cincinnati to the staff and said, "Oh yeah, okay, so I won my election." And they said, "We had no idea you were even on the ballots. What are you doing?"
They're like, what?
Planned Parenthood didn't endorse you.
I know. We were like, they didn't have my C4 endorsement. Planned Parenthood didn't even endorse me. I could have done a little better in that
That's
primary. So that's been my week. I think, is there anything else? Sam will, if I missed something, Sam will tell me.
Okay, Sam?
But I want to say next week, this Wednesday, last night I watched Suffs on PBS.
Oh.
Dia and I watched it.
I did too.
Was it on here?
Yes, it was on here.
Ava K texted me and said it was on, and I turned it on.
It was on. I watched
it. Was
it.
on
What
Think
time?
TV at 9 o'clock.
PBS.
Think TV, 16.
I think it must have been on earlier in Fort Wayne or something.
Yeah, it was on at
'Cause
9 o'clock.
She gets it out of Fort Wayne.
Yeah. And
And she texted me, and I turned it on to it. I'm like, it ain't on.
it was great. It was the cast we saw it was the whole cast we saw when we were in New York.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they'll play it again because
Yeah.
it's one of the great performances on PBS.
Yeah.
And
I think
so,
it's on PBS Passport soon.
oh,
too.
good, yeah. So Dee and I watched it. I just want to let you know I still cried.
I
Keep
did too.
marching.
Tennessee, when the mother sings about Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
But on Wednesday, Suffs is in Cincinnati, and I will be taking Abigail, and we're having dinner, and we're going to Suffs.
And
on
you will
Wednesday.
see the same touring group that did it in Dayton.
I'm pretty sure it's the same group. So, so this will be my 4th time seeing it live, my 5th time seeing the show. I'm really into this show.
And twice in 1 week.
And twice in a week.
The
yeah.
4th time seeing it live?
Yeah, I saw it twice on Broadway.
Oh, I
I
forgot you saw it twice.
I
on
saw it
Broadway.
with Sam, and then I saw it with the ladies.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw it in Dayton. Ladies. Must be the ladies. That's so wild. Anyway, so I'm very excited about my Wednesday. I got a reservation at an Italian restaurant to take Abby.
Fun.
And I haven't done any Abby Nan time in a very long time, so I'm very excited about that. Because, she's 13 now.
Yeah.
Well,
It's crazy. I don't know how these people get older when I stay the same age. Okay, I'm going to turn it on over to Sam.
Sam.
I think she covered most of it.
Isn't he
Really enjoyed being outside a lot. Played tennis a couple times this week. Porch drinking yesterday was nice. Walking the dog.
Cigar with Marty.
Cigar last night. Yeah. So, been a good week. Yeah.
I just had school mostly. I don't think there was anything out of the ordinary apart from what Nan mentioned. So, yeah.
Paul.
Well, I went to vote in person on Tuesday. I only mention that because that can turn into a social activity for me because a friend of mine works the polls and sometimes I see people I know, but this time Steve Makovic and I just caught up. So I see him, twice a year now, November and May. So anyway, that was fun. And then Thursday I had lunch at Old Scratch Pizza with Laura Pippinger.
Oh, Pip.
Yeah, so that was fun. And then,
Is she still sick? Is she okay?
no, she was better.
I saw her Friday, and she was done with her laryngitis.
Yeah, she was fine on
Hip with
Thursday.
laryngitis. What did she do?
She kept on trying to talk.
Yeah, I'm sure she continued to
do you want another
attempt
one?
to speak.
Do you? Yeah.
Full.
And then last night, Cheryl and I went out to El Maison for dinner.
Did you sit in the nice place where they like have? Where'd you sit?
Kind of. Well, I was gonna say outside.
Oh
but
yeah,
the
that's the
covered
that's the
area.
best. That's
Yeah,
the best place
very
to
nice.
sit. I love sitting there.
Very nice. Had a couple of mojitos there and the paella. So super tasty. And then Mother's Day has been deferred because our daughter Mia is in the Dominican Republic with an Ohio State affiliated service trip.
Oh,
So
nice.
I have to wait till Sunday to figure out what they exactly did. Allegedly, they're building outhouses or privies or something.
Nice.
So we'll see what that really means.
While being on the beach.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it wasn't sold to the parents as being on the beach, but there's probably beach time in some there.
There better be.
I hope so. That's what kept us all going when I went to Costa Rica.
Well-
We were not on the beach.
In January term at Manchester College, we went 4 months, 1 month, 4 months. When I had, it was billed as German lifestyles.
What does that mean?
Sherman lifestyles. So it's what, like culture and drinking?
That's the German
What
lifestyle.
what's this culture you speaking of?
The drinking part. And the
Yeah, it was a lot of drinking. But anyhow, okay. So anything else, Paul?
That's it.
Hey, this is the first time since Duncan's been back from the trail.
There's been no curling.
Been no curling.
Exactly.
That's
Curling
true.
season is over. It's okay. That's okay.
Are you sad?
No, it's a very busy year.
See, that's
Well-
how popular corn dogs are. They're all gone.
They're not all
There's
gone.
one left and 3 vegetarian ones.
There's a regular one
Yeah,
left.
you want it?
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay. Let me have it.
Can I have the mustard, please?
I still have
I
curling
love
club
corn dogs.
work. I'm the finance director. And we have an annual general meeting May 30th, so that might hit one of these updates. But it's not like true curling. But yeah, so
Okay.
curling as a general subject's not over for me, but the actual doing is over, or teaching.
The season.
The season is over.
Ladies.
I know. I can't get that out of my head now.
Catherine?
I mostly worked a lot, and I didn't do anything really else of note that I can think of.
Is Beth still staying at the house?
No, she went home on Wednesday
After the election.
After the election.
after the election.
Well, we liked having Beth on the
It
blog.
was really nice.
Didn't we, Dia?
It was really nice. Her dog Winnie, I think is getting used to the place, so that's good. Archie was sad when she left. I didn't think he really liked her all that much, but then like the day they left, I found him laying like curled up next to her little crate. So,
Oh.
and then my sister brought her on Friday to stay at my house during the day, and his tail was like wagging big when she showed up, and I was like, okay, I guess you like her. He mostly just seemed annoyed by her though.
Maybe he likes being annoyed.
Guess not.
Like, it might be the entertainment of being annoyed.
That might be playing hard to get.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
What'd
There
you
you
do,
go.
Danny?
Well, I started the week on Tuesday for Cinco de Mayo with my Friday group.
What about May the 4th?
Yeah. Star Wars Day.
Did you do anything on Star Wars Day?
Is the Pope from Chicago?
Yes. So what'd you do on May the 4th?
You know, us true May 4thers,
Oh my lord.
we don't,
May 4th.
yeah, we don't really talk in public about, because that's some secret Jedi stuff only at the temple.
Okay.
Sounds more like the dark side.
Yeah.
How dare you, Paul? After I supported you on your epic
Oh boy.
Oh
hike.
my lord.
Well, I did watch a lot of Star Wars on May 4th. The best one was Collector's Call, where the guy's Star Wars collection was valued at $11 million.
Oh my lord.
Holy shit.
Did you recognize anything?
Oh,
in this
yeah.
Collection as stuff that you have.
No.
Was anything autographed or is it just?
No, this is one of a kind
Limited.
prototype stuff. Oh, yeah.
Fine. Okay.
It was, you know, it's a great show. If you guys get Me TV, it's called Collector's Call. And she was on Saved by the Bell. What was that show? That's Weschel. She's an actress.
What?
You have a glass behind you.
I don't know.
I know Saved by the Bell.
okay, she was one of the high school girls on Saved by the Bell, and she goes around the country to these Uber collectors. She actually did one like 2 years ago up in Tip City. A guy that has this magnificent Lost in Space. Danger, Will Robinson.
yeah,
Danger,
right.
Will Robinson.
You
Yeah.
probably are familiar with
I'm familiar, I'm
Yeah.
familiar with that.
And she goes around and with these great collections, whether it's Pez or yo-yos or Star Wars or movie actors or whatever, and of course she did the one on Star Wars on the day before, so that was one I hadn't seen before. And then the thing is, she has an expert that's a praiser or that has a card store or a memorabilia store or is an auctioneer that brings something they know the collector doesn't have but's always wanted, and that's why it's called collector's choice, because it's are you going to do the swap or not? And sometimes they swap, and other times the guy's like, I can't give it up. I've had this for too long, or it means too much for me. So I really like it.
Oh, it's like right up
Yeah.
your alley.
You would never be able to swap, would you?
Yeah, I would.
Really? If
But-
you only had a single item or something,
Yeah, like
you would?
really, you think it?
Depends on what it is, Paul.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I think, didn't I talk about this last episode about my other new favorite show is Filthy Fortunes?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's great.
Filthy Fortune.
Yeah, it's on Discover.
No.
And this
Never heard of that.
this guy goes around. It's on Discover right between the new Naked and Afraid.
Oh God.
You have mentioned that before.
Catherine Ann,
I know.
you
We
used
haven't
to
watched together in a long
you used to be
time.
my Naked and Afraid go-to girl.
I would watch it again,
I've got
but I've heard it's gotten a little.
27 recorded. Not right now.
Billy can have it.
They're gonna their new one that's gonna start May 18th is
Yeah.
America versus the World in Naked and
Oh,
Afraid.
God.
Show's
Wow.
ridiculous.
So anyhow, it's called
Yeah.
Filthy Fortunes, and it's hoarders. It's these guys who have either
man.
died, and their children are like, we got to
do
get
I
rid of
do?
this, and so it's this team. They go around, and they come in, and the place is covered with rat droppings and black mold and ceilings of, and it's like, okay, it's going to cost us $20,000. What was that? It's going to cost us $20,000 to get enough dumpsters and extra workers to clear out all the junk. What do you think's in there? And so that, well, my dad had, or my uncle had gold. He had Rolex watches. He had baseball cards. He had this or he had that. So they're all the time looking for the treasure. It's really cool. Anybody. So I've been thinking this week, rather than clearing my stuff out,
Yeah, calling these.
just keep ordering it, keep piling it up.
Oh my God.
Calling the
And
And
whatever.
and then when I'm
last thing
gone,
we needed.
then when I'm gone, I'm gonna have Ann Charles Watts read my will that says, "Call the dude on Filthy Fortunes and see if he'll clean my place out for you kids." It's a great show. It is really good. So, it's hoarders with good stuff. But man, there's old food. There's
Oh,
black mold. Sometimes they're going in with ventilators
Mask, yeah.
on. Oh man, it's an awesome show.
But do you guys like my T-shirt?
I do.
Local celebrity.
David got it for me for Christmas.
So then, anyhow, Cinco de Mayo, we went up to a Las Pyramidas in Huber Heights.
Yeah, that's where they have shit on fire, right?
Yeah, the drinks were on fire. The three of us had the Cadillac margarita, which is all high end, the most expensive Coronas, but Patron is very good. Had a good Cinco de Mayo, and then that night, Eddie and I tried to DoorDash from Mezteca, and they took our order. Then an hour later, they canceled.
Oh.
So they are no longer an official sponsor of Dinner
no.
with Dan.
Take care of me.
But Eddie decided we definitely had to get Mexican, and so he ordered from Victor's Taco
Yeah.
over on Kiowee, and went over and picked it up. And I've got to say, I'm thinking about making Victor's Taco an official sponsor of Dinner with Dan. It was really good. Their chimichanga was I think might even been better than Mezteca.
Really?
Yeah, so it was really good. Anyhow, so that's what we did, and then I had two good. And for the first time in 3 weeks, Nicole, the cleaning lady, came back, so we got some cleaning done in the house, which was a good thing.
Nice.
And then I had two good lunches at Legacy, which is an official sponsor.
Of course.
And Paul, when you were at El Mason, you were just down the road from Legacy, because they are both located in West Carrollton on Dixie. And then today we DoorDash from Holy Grounds, where we DoorDash every Sunday. Isn't it called Holy Grounds?
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're door dashing all the time. Why can't Eddie just go get this?
Are you against the gig economy?
Yeah, I really am actually.
Well, I'm a big tipper, so I think the people that gig it over to here would not consider you a local celebrity.
Local celebrity kick it over.
They would consider you a local grump.
I go and pick it up. but
Okay,
yeah.
well, I'll start calling you on Sunday, and you can go pick it up.
Oh.
And I'll even tip you what I tip the gig economy people that are just and since gas prices are up, I'm tipping them more now.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's kind.
So anyhow, and so then after we had our breakfast, Eddie and I went out to St. Kateri, and we ran into Marty and Julie and Isabel and Vera. They had been out there, and Eddie and I left some flowers on my dear wife's resting place, and I also left a sleeve of Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies, which was her favorite. And the button that I left there a month ago from the Suffs thing that we had made up, it's still perfect. It's still laying there on the boulder.
Good.
So yeah,
Great.
very happy about that. So that's what I did.
That's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
And
Okay.
the elevator's still doing well?
Yep. Been riding the elevator. Virginia's Revenge up and down every morning and every night.
It's making your life good?
Where's wood? Knock on wood. Yep.
Louis like
Louis,
somebody
thought-
someone
yeah.
at the door.
Louis, stop. Louis,
Hello.
Louis,
That's okay, Louis. I was just knocking on wood. I'm superstitious.
Louis,
So anyhow,
Louis, come here.
okay.
Louis.
I got the dog all excited because I knocked on wood.
Yes, you did.
It's
And-
okay,
Gotta
buddy.
knock on wood.
It's okay.
He's fine now.
Okay, so tonight
That was crazy.
we've all told everybody what we've been doing, and we're going to do the 1952
He's got
Oscar Best Picture. It won 2 Oscars for Best Picture, and it was up against High Noon, Ivanhoe, Moulin Rouge, and The Quiet Man. Say what?
We'll talk about it in
Yeah,
a minute. Keep on going, Danny.
Okay, and then it also got Best Writing for Motion Picture Story.
Best
So-
writing.
For
Story.
Story?
For story?
Uh,
It had no story.
we'll get there. Wait.
Yeah, we'll get there.
What's the story? Circus.
I think that award is more for concept of it because it doesn't exist anymore.
Right. But they got Best Picture, Best Writing Motion Picture Story.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the writing. I mean, I think that excludes like the actual dialogue. I think it's more like the concept because so many of these movies have been based on prior works of art.
So local
Yeah, I
celebrity.
don't know. They wrote a love triangle plot, I guess.
So local celebrity.
Several.
yeah,
when
Not
the-
just the plot, but the overall.
several. Yeah.
When the Academy Award
I'm gonna
gives
do
you an
more
Oscar,
popcorn
you can weigh in on that.
conversation.
Sure, you don't need more
And then
beer?
I
also,
know, maybe.
at that ceremony, they gave the Erwin G. Thalberg Award to
Irving.
to Cecil B. DeMille for consistent high quality of production. Okay,
They gave him that. Oh, okay.
Didn't, yeah.
In addition to the. Okay.
and by reading the book, I know that The Greatest Show on Earth was considered a true dark horse win.
Oh, you
It-
don't say.
it- God, it's I can tell I'm 1 against 5.
You got it,
Buddy,
buddy.
you go first.
I feel like the 300 Spartans against the Persians. I'm going to hold you off there, man.
Maybe you go first.
No, maybe you should.
So anyhow, and also one of my loyal listeners, or one of our loyal listeners, Ava K, reports after she told me how to make squirrel stew today. It sounds really good.
I'd imagine it's a lot like others.
Probably like burgoo, I would expect.
Man, it's really it was like 6 minutes making this stew.
No, that's not circus food.
Yeah, it's not circus food. But anyhow, she reports, and I think I've heard this before, that one of the greatest American directors we have today, Steven Spielberg, that was the first movie he remembers seeing
I
as
think
a
that's
child.
right. I think this it's
It is in the movie.
the Fablemans.
The Fablemans.
It's in the Fablemans.
Okay,
yeah.
it's in the Fablemans. Okay, so as we know, because
because of the crash. That's right. I remember that in the Fablemans. Yeah.
okay, as we know, this is about the circus. So I've done some research, and I'm going to go on for about 5 minutes about the circus, and then we'll do the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so glad we can talk about something other than this movie. So go to it.
Remember.
Wow.
Wow. Come on, Dan.
Okay. The movie centers on the
Just saying.
Barnum and Bailey Ringling Brothers
Ringling Brothers.
circus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually closed operations in May of 2017 in Providence, Rhode Island, to a sold-out house of 14,000 people watching it. Okay, when it closed, it had a 54 railway car train that was still operating, which in 2017, as I was sitting having my morning coffee and Asiago bagel in the Oregon district, sitting at my chair at Sidebar or whatever it's called then, Pachia's, I looked out where that train overhead comes through, and there went the circus train.
No.
Wow.
Yes way. It was awesome.
I bet.
And
yeah.
you know what I wanted to do?
Go run.
I wanted to go run and jump on it and just put
Ride
Dayton
the
Municipal
rails.
Court and everything else behind me.
Just ride the rails.
But I didn't.
You would have been a good ringmaster there, Dan.
Yeah. So anyhow, it had a 146-year run. Okay, and the last ringmaster was Kristen Michelle Wilson, who was Ringling's first female ringmaster and its last ringmaster. Okay, and it also at that time had 300 cast members and crew. Now, the first, what we consider an American circus, debuted in Philadelphia on April 3rd, 1793, but really made the circuses that we think of, and that was in this movie, really came about, coincided with the Gilded Age. Okay? Now, P.T. Barnum merged his Grand Traveling Museum Menagerie, Caravan, and Hippodrome with his competitor, J.A. Bailey, in 1881, and they crowned their union the greatest show on earth. Barnum and Bailey went on a 6-year European tour, which I did not know, and they came back to find out that the 5 Ringling Brothers had started their circus in 1880, and they were big competitors, and then they finally merged Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey in 1918.
Circus Monopoly.
I'm surprised. This is before they had laws around Monopoly.
No, they had it by then.
Did they
Teddy
have it by then?
Roosevelt. Oh yeah, they had
They
it by
had
then.
it. They had it by then.
But
But
Yeah,
nobody
they did.
stopped the circus monopoly from happening.
There were circuses all over. They were just the biggest. So anyhow, and that's
I
what
don't
they
know about this.
that's what they called. Are you on PETA's payroll? That's what they called their
No.
they,
No.
they
She is
called
not.
their show the big one. From the greatest show on earth, they called it the big one.
Sidebar on this. Now, I know a lot about P.T. Barnum because that a really good circus movie is The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman. I've watched that a couple of times. Highly enjoying. Please continue.
In the 1920s, they had 1,600 performers traveling in 4 100-car trains across the country. The Depression really hurt them, but what really, really hurt them was the beginning of the talkies in the movies. Silent movies didn't hurt them, but the talkies hurt them.
Yeah.
They tried everything. Actually, in 1942, they had a ballet of elephants that was choreographed by the great George Balanchine with an original score by Igor Stravinsky. So that was something. And then, starting in the 70s, they started coming up with more artistic type circuses. And as we all know, Circus Soleil,
Cirque du Soleil.
That grew into $1 billion business while Ringling dwindled under the pressure amid animal rights activists and shrinking ticket sales.
I mean, they did treat these animals terrible.
So,
Just for the record.
this one of the quotes I read was, "It was a business model they just couldn't continue," says Linda Simon, author of The Greatest Show on Earth, A History of the Circus. They kept their ticket prices down, but to mount the kind of extravagant they had, going to support their railroad cars and their thousands of employees, and there you have it. That was it. So anyhow, I'm almost done. Then you guys are obviously here to
Take aim.
Give our honest opinion about every movie.
So there's some words and sayings that we use almost every day
Yes.
that have come from the circus. Jumbo, means plus size, and that was the elephant that P.T. Barnum purchased in 1882.
There you go.
Jumbo.
Yeah.
So that's how that got into it.
Okay.
Geek. Geek is actually an old circus show, a term for a sideshow freak, was a geek. Okay?
Oh, interesting.
Good.
Then we also use the word, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah.
That's from the circus.
That's
Oh
the
yeah,
circus.
I like that one.
Jumped on the bandwagon
Yeah.
in politics. That's from the circus.
Circus.
And ditched. Ditched came from when the circus formally didn't fire you. They just left you by the tracks
Side of the road, just left you.
after the
That's
train
one way to do it.
mysteriously left early.
Or quote unquote.
And leotard is named after a 19th century French aerialist, Jules Leotard, who invented the skin-tight onesie so he could fly through the air with the greatest of ease. Okay? Now, and also in regards to clowns, the fear of clowns is called coulrophobia, Coulrophobia. That's the fear of clowns. And it's more prevalent in America than anywhere else. Basically because of John Wayne Gacy.
I was gonna say.
Who's that?
Got the evil clip.
Who's John Wayne Gacy?
Yeah.
He's the guy
It's a
that
silly
did
serial killer.
he was a mass murderer of children that dressed up as clowns.
But not while he did the murder.
Right.
Not while he did the murder, but he would go
Oh,
to
did he really?
Yeah.
What decade was this?
70s.
70s.
Yeah, they found a whole bunch of dead bodies, young kids and
How
stuff. Oh yeah,
terrifying.
he was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Stephen King's It.
I thought it was that documentary Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I think that's what scared my generation.
So there you have it. I am going to finally read the last thing.
I mean, also there's
And
the
no-
thing like that says like it's a circus, just in general. When something's
Three-ring
insane,
circus.
a three-ring circus.
Three-ring
Just like
circus.
how much we talk about.
It's a circus in there.
Yeah, circus. Like the word circus has
Yeah.
all these connotations all
Yeah.
the time.
So until I speak again, this will probably be the last good thing that's said about this movie. Because
Probably.
I can
You
tell.
don't-
Yeah, give me
Don't
a
make
break.
assumptions.
I never pick you to be on my jury. Okay, so this is on the back. This is on.
Pick juries now?
This is on the back of the DVD from my collection. Step right up for Cecil B. DeMille's spectacular Academy Award-winning Best Picture, The Greatest Show on Earth. The master showman brings thrills, chills, and exhilaration of the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus to the screen via an Oscar-winning story and an all-star cast that includes Betty Hutton, Cornell Wilde, Charlton Heston, Dorothy Lamour, Gloria Graham, James Stewart, and Lyle Bedger, plus a few surprises.
Bob Hope and Bing Crosby.
It's action, romance, laughs, and treachery, all under the big top, culminating in an incredible train disaster that threatens the very lives and livelihood of the traveling troupe. Grab a bag of popcorn, take a ringside seat, and get ready to experience the excitement and drama of the greatest show on earth. Now, you guys go ahead and take your best shot.
I mean, there's so many bad shots to
Get
take.
the microphone so people can hear you.
Hear how terrible this movie was. I mean, it wasn't as bad as Hamlet because it was at least in color, but this show was so fucking awful. I mean, it was.
That's fine.
Bring it up.
It was like there was like. I thought that maybe this was a movie. This was a movie that somebody, an infomercial that they put on the TV at noon because Ringling Brothers, Channel 22 comes on. Like the thoughts of Channel 22 doesn't necessarily agree with this.
Definitely a documentary.
Yeah, I mean, my God, you just half an hour, they just set the camera up and watched a circus go on TV. It was miserable. And I mean, if you like circuses, I guess, this is interesting how they did circuses in 1950. I mean, that's great. And then Charlton Heston was supremely bad when they did decide to act, and the trapeze lady. Terrible acting. Just terrible acting. You had, really good actors, and it was there was awful acting in it. That was crazy. It went on 2 hours and 32 minutes of this infomercial. The train scene was impressive.
It was like
the train scene
of interesting movie.
Yes, the train scene where they did the crash.
That's when the movie started, but we were 2 hours in.
Yeah.
Already 2 hours in.
The train scene was, so I understand why Spielberg it was impressive. They put Jimmy Stewart in clown face the whole time. That was painful. You don't really know why Jimmy Stewart killed his wife. Buttons, there's it's 2 hours and 32 minutes. You could have put a little bit there. No plot. Just, it was so bad. Yeah. Not as bad as Hamlet. I think this is the second worst movie that we've watched. But, that's part of this experiment on 25. You go from American in Paris to Greatest Show on Earth. And then also that Cecil DeMille.
Will be good.
Yeah. Because we have From Here to Eternity on the Waterfront, which we'll be back up, so that's great. But this show, because Kate has been, every time we've gotten ready to go see this, she's been dreading it. And I was like, well, now I understand why. Yeah. My God.
I literally told Dia yesterday, I'm glad this is the last time I ever have to watch this movie.
Oh my God, it's so bad. It's so damn bad. But I got through it, damn it. So that's what I have to say about this awful movie. And Charlton Heston, so serious, is the carny, and it's oh my God. And then in one of the subplots, which is barely a plot, he kicks the guy off that's taking everybody's money as gambling, and I was like, well, that's funny because I'm sure Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey paid somebody off to have this movie made, and paid somebody off to win the Best Picture, because that is the only way that this picture could have been won, is that someone was raking in the dollars to count the votes, because this is terrible. That's what I have to say. Sam.
Yeah, I agree with most of that. I think it's definitely a bottom 3 movie. It was a half hour of plot and 2 hours of Ringling Brothers propaganda.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like that, maybe that's why you would like the movie. I thought the last half hour was a little bit better. I love Jimmy Stewart, whatever he's in. I still
even in clown face.
Well, the script left something to be desired, but I still think he's a treasure. I liked the line when the guy is giving the blood, and he's talking about how much better he'll be at making love, but it won't be him, it'll be me. That was fun. But yeah, the movie, my issue is it committed the cardinal sin, which is it just bored me. Yeah, I just didn't find that much was going on through most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk about the parts that I did like. I feel like I could really see the amount of effort that was put into it, and it was such a big production. And just so many people involved, and so much of like costume design and music and just everything that went behind it. That was cool. I enjoyed
that may be why it won, because so many people worked on it.
Also,
that
I
may
think
have helped.
it was a circus, and at that point of time, circuses were common, and that was, like, as you said, a really good form of entertainment. So people probably enjoyed that. That was the right audience for that movie at that time. I enjoyed the scene where the clown, between the clown and the mom, where he gives them that flower. That's probably my favorite scene, or the scene that I liked in general. Everything else was pretty much terrible, except for the last 20 minutes. That was pretty cool. But it's just, we treat each other pretty terribly, and I think that's enough. Like, why are we disrespecting other forms of life? And it's just making that into a movie, and people coming and watching that and enjoying that itself, I think it's an issue.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
yeah.
Good point.
It's just, I couldn't see the animals. It was so sad, the way they were treated. And it was also like, it made me anxious because they were like all doing all those tricks all the time. So
The wreck too.
yeah,
Even though it was like,
yeah,
to see them like loose and then they're trying to catch them.
Right.
It was kind of hard.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was no such like plot that I found in it or anything that was like new. So yeah, that's what I thought about it.
I think you did a great job trying to find something good about this
You
movie.
did.
Yeah.
Duncan?
Well, if it was a straight up documentary and you got rid of, as Sam said, the 30 minutes worth of plot, I actually would have liked it. I mean, it really did have those documentary overtones. Like
The speaker.
yeah, there was like a narrator. Like, I mean, it literally was a documentary.
Yeah.
And it did, as Dia said, it did capture, a specific point in time. But the documentary is ruined by trying to make this actually a movie. I mean, a movie with alleged plot. So that part I didn't like.
I don't think they made me care about the characters and their love story. I just was like, yeah, whatever.
The B and C plots were so weak. I mean, there's really no point in caring about it, like Sam said. But interestingly enough, like the movie was pretty on the money. I mean, we see the opening scene where the rumor goes around that the circus won't be able to go to all the stops.
What happened?
Louis dealt one over there
Louis
and then
farted.
came over here.
He farted, sorry.
And so we
Did
get
he
we
crop
get
dust us?
we,
Louis.
we get an overview of.
He left the scene of the crime.
We get,
Sure
we
did.
get an overview of the difficulty in the circus, making money in the small towns and being traditional. And what I read later, so the movie is in 1952. In 1956, Ringling Brothers stopped doing circuses under the big tent. They all went inside.
Oh, it's the last 4 years, really?
Yeah, so the movie kind of foretold that. Because it would have been an issue that they were struggling with, so it was topical in that regard.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, I enjoyed the circus aspects of the movie just because it's a window into a time that we don't see anymore. That the plot was terrible. I mean, so I have to put the movie in the bottom three also. But I was telling my mom about the movie today, and she reminded me that she had taken me to the circus. I mean, this is probably would have been like 75 or so maybe, but again, it was indoors. To the point, it was the San Diego Civic Center or whatever it was.
I went to the circus a few years ago.
Yeah.
I got a whistle from the circus when I was mayor.
Yeah.
Well, we took Mia to the Ringling Brothers Circus in Columbus, which was at the Schottenstein in 2014. And it was like a way different experience then. I mean, there was a handful of animals, but they were doing a lot of the more modern things. Where I had like the steel cage, and they had like motorcycles racing around inside, and definitely as Dan mentioned, is just 3 years shy of them closing up. So they're definitely trying to like make things work.
Yeah.
But I don't really have anything else to say.
Well,
You've
guess
been
it's-
dreading this for weeks.
I guess it's my turn, and now I am heartened to see that
We all agreed
you
with you.
all now know why I was dreading this movie so much, because I agree with everything you all have said. There's very little plot. What little there is up into the wreck is like absurd. The constantly changing love triangles, the overly serious like Charlton Heston, which is a recurring theme in his career. He is one of my least favorite actors.
What else is he in? He's in.
So we're gonna see him again before the 50s are done in Ben-Hur.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes. Soylent Green.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. Just always seems to take himself so seriously on screen, and just to the detriment of the acting, I think.
I wonder why people liked him so much.
I don't know.
Well, maybe not for this movie. I don't know.
I don't know what the appeal is. I mean, his style is not my cup of tea at all. But yeah, just in general, it is a long movie with a lot going on for having no plot. It's that constant plot of the circus.
It's just weird because like the other movies that we haven't liked, and it wasn't necessarily because the plot was thin. It's just we just didn't like aspects of it. It could have included a plot, but I mean, this is just the thinnest plot I think we've seen. Like even Broadway Melodies had a plot. Hamlet has a plot. I mean,
Hamlet does have a plot.
Hamlet has a lot of plot.
But this is just I don't know.
Yeah,
That's where like not seeing other movies around the time, right? We're focused on the Oscars. Like, there's no way to put this in the context.
Well, so I was going to talk about that.
Yeah.
So the other four nominees, like I've seen 2 of the other 4. High Noon, which is Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly. It is a like classic Western, one of the best of the genre, probably like major plot.
Black and white.
Black and white. Like, I think a very well-regarded movie, probably then, too. I mean, it was nominated for an Oscar, but, like, really revered, I think, today. And then The Quiet Man, which was made by John Ford in Ireland with John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara. And it's a lovely movie, and it's, like, a lot of the John Ford players from How Green Was My Valley show up in it. It's got a plot, and it's entertaining. It's not boring, and it's like, I know those 2 movies. I don't know the other 2, but like.
So it wasn't like there was nothing.
Exactly. It's like, it makes it even more odd that this was the big winner over those. And, I mean, they don't tell you how close these Oscar contests are, but you wonder how this movie prevailed.
I mean, apparently there was speculation that people thought, or maybe the voters thought, that it was, Cecil B. DeMille's last chance. But I didn't know about the Irving Thalberg Award. But that's similar to like Hamlet, right? Because Olivier got a special Oscar because the people awarding the special Oscar didn't think necessarily that he was going to get anything straight up.
Yeah.
But then he did.
So what else did DeMille do?
Oh gosh.
Because I mean, I know that's a really. I mean, it's like in Sunset Boulevard, right? The
Mr.
name.
DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Right, like
so he was
Yeah, big deal.
yeah.
Here, let me go back to my.
I'm just curious.
While
like,
people are looking it up, the guy from the other movie was in the audience for this movie.
Oh yeah. So, are you talking about Bing Crosby? So that actually,
yeah, that was
I think
with Bob
that
Hope and
little-
Bing Crosby.
That little cameo might be my favorite little nugget. In
Yeah,
the whole
I love
movie,
that. I love
because
that.
they show them on the screen while Dorothy Lamour is singing, and there is a series of movies that those 3 actors made together. They refer to them as the road pictures. So it was like Road to Morocco and Road to
Yeah.
And they were these like hugely like broad slapsticky kind of comedy
With singing.
and it was those 2, song and dance, and there was like always those 2 like chasing her or whatever, and they were really, really funny and would have been popular probably a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
in
they
that
wouldn't
time
like.
frame.
It's like it'd be like the
Yeah.
equivalent of like how rom-coms are. They don't make any awards, but they're very
Yeah,
popular and
just
make a lot of money.
popular and entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
I did like the cuts to the audience, even though it's kind of jarring when you're seeing the whole pageantry. But it did like there was a guy who was like eating his popcorn, and in my mind, he was like kind of reliving his childhood.
Yeah, you got that.
And then
Yeah.
there was like that little kid who asked his grandparent, like, "What's going on?" And the grand's like, "I don't know." Which
Yeah.
I mean, how often
Yeah.
do kids ask what's going
Yeah.
on? And like, I don't know. Like, it's so true.
Yeah.
So he made 70 films, 52 of which were silent.
Oh,
Oh.
did?
So, let's see. The Ten Commandments, that's one you've people have probably seen with Heston in it.
Oh, so we like Charlton Heston.
Samson and Delilah, Unconquered, Reap the Wild Wind, Union Pacific, The Crusades, Cleopatra.
Oh.
Anyway, those are some
He's
of
prolific.
them.
He's
Yeah, he's prolific. Yeah.
Norman Desmond. I'm ready for my close-up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I did my favorite part of the movie was when they had the 10 seconds with Bob Hope and Bing Crosby in the crowd.
Wow.
I know it's saying a lot, but yeah. I mean, overall, I actually said to my sister this week when she was at my house, like, I'm not looking forward to watching this movie very much, but I'm kind of like hopeful that maybe I'll have to eat my words, that I'm just not remembering that this movie was actually a lot better than I remember, and I don't have to do that, so here we are. It was not redeemed upon another watch, in my opinion.
So, panned by the table except for you, who loves all movies.
Tell us why we're wrong, Dan.
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah. He's
I think my
speechless.
stunned silence says it all.
Oh, stunned.
Okay. Some of the great lines I thought were, "A massive machine always comes up smiling." Emmett Kelly, who was
Yeah.
the most famous clown in America, he was in it quite a bit.
Yep.
Another great line was, "Death is constantly watching." And don't forget what a circus means to a small town.
Yeah.
Coming from a small town that the circus came to every other year with the big top and the elephants meant something to me as a kid. And it will always mean something to me as a kid because it brought so much stuff that you never saw any other time. You didn't see it at the county fair. County fair was every year. They had rides, but they didn't have elephants. They didn't have camels. They didn't have lions. They didn't have clowns. They didn't have the flying trapeze. They didn't have the cannon shooting people. So being a small town guy and coming every other year, that really meant something to me. When it starts, when they're arguing about whether or not they're going to do small towns or not, I looked at the map
I
and
saw
I
that.
paused it, and where they were going was Pittsburgh, Cleveland, then to Toledo.
I saw that. Yeah.
I thought that was pretty interesting. And, we're going to play the whole season, the fight over the center ring, which I thought was pretty neat. You guys think it wasn't a plot. I thought it was pretty neat. I loved the priest blessing the circus with holy water as it rolled out. I thought that was pretty cool. The bears, the sea lions, the riding canines, the elephants, the flying trapeze, the whole business. And then how they set it all up, how they get there and they laid it out and they had all these guys doing this, doing that. I thought that was great. I really loved the album parade where they went through albums, things, the Christmas, the Disney characters. I thought it was pretty neat, which goes with what Dio was saying about all the different costumes. The cameos were cool. Hopalong Cassidy, and you already mentioned Bing Crosby and Bob Hope. And I think there was another pretty famous actor and actress, and I can't think of who they are, but I think I'm going to have somebody that's more versed in the movie than me tell me that. So I guess this is going to be misogyny. But I thought one of the funniest lines in the whole thing
Oh boy.
was when the guy was talking about women being of different liqueurs. And I liked the witty back and forth because the women
Oh,
always.
then they'd refer to each other.
Yeah,
as
well, the women
champagne
always
or
want.
whatever.
Yeah, well, the woman always won that argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the champagne went flat. You know,
Yeah.
I thought that was, to me, that was like '30s banter. You know, from all the movies we watched in the '30s. I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, Sebastian character made things a little bit more fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Oh yeah. And the crooked midway operators, that was always a problem with circuses. And then another one of the things that Charlton Heston said that I thought was pretty cool: flyers have fallen before, and they will fall again. When the great Sebastian fell, then Charlton Heston says, "Women are poison," and then I can't remember if it's Holly or the other one says, "But it's a wonderful death."
Angel.
Angel. I thought that was a great line. You guys are missing all these great lines. That was a great line.
None of these lines have
bored.
held on to time.
Yeah, I don't
Like all the
remember any
lines
of
in
these
Casablanca
lines being
or
quoted
the line in
later.
All About Eve. I mean, none of these lines are lines that like, oh, that's where that came from.
So I guess in conclusion, I can say that none of you have sawdust in your veins.
Hell no, that's true.
No, that's the truth.
That's a fact.
Okay, so I will go.
I mean, I can appreciate that for you, Danny, like as someone that like had the circus come every other year and it takes you back down memory lane. And like, yeah, you know, Paul made the point about it being like a documentary of that sort, but it wasn't like a movie. That's the thing. It just was poorly done in that way.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but to me it was a
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, yes, I know.
And I will say that the last circus I went to was here in Dayton. It was out at
UD Arena.
nope, that
Matter
was
Center?
that was inside. Nope. The last real circus I went to. I don't consider circuses inside real.
Okay.
Circus to me, to be real, you had to be in a big tent,
Okay.
big top. Okay? And
Well, I've
when
never
Eddie
been to one.
when Eddie was little, probably when he was maybe 4 or 5 years old, a circus, a small circus, that did have a 3-ring circus, came and played Wright State's parking lot. They had elephants that set the tents up, the big top up, just
I saw a circus like that too, Dan.
that set the tents up just like they're using on The Greatest Show on Earth.
Yeah.
It was a 3-ring circus. They had flying trapeze. They had lions and tigers and bears. They had clowns. They had the clown car. They had the cannon that shot the person from one side of from one ring across the center ring to the other ring, and turn me into PETA, if you will.
Okay.
I paid for the young Edmund to ride an elephant. And I've got pictures of Eddie setting up on the elephant because we waited in line strategically so he could get to be the first on. So he was right on the elephant's head. And there were like 3 kids behind him. So he rode an elephant, and I got pictures of it. And I so much wanted to go back to that. And if you remember Nan Whaley,
Yeah.
'cause I may be 73, but I can remember stuff.
Uh-huh.
After that circus, I ran into you and Helen Yane in the Oregon district
Okay.
and said that we had just been to the circus.
Look,
And you said, wow, that's really cool.
I'm not against circuses. I'm
No, I'm
against
just
this
saying.
movie.
I'm just telling you.
yeah,
so,
our take's not an
I remember
circus
I
take.
remember things. And that's why this movie, I think, meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because it is,
Yeah,
and
I understand.
I understand why circuses closed. I mean, the animal treatment was horrible. Back then, it was looked at differently. You know, that all evolved. Circuses now, they used the big puppets like they did in Warhorse, which
Yeah.
was a great play, and
Yeah.
I loved it. The circuses now, their elephants are puppets, their gorillas are puppets. That's okay. I don't have a problem with that. I'm glad the animals are getting treated
But you're
better
still
than everything else.
nostalgic for that time. I gotcha.
Yeah, well, it was bringing the world to small town America.
Right. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Look, I get that. I just there was no story that really lined up to this work, and so that was the shame about this.
You didn't like the story fighting over the center ring?
No, not really.
No.
It was
No.
like I think
didn't
it was
really do
like
it
it
for
was
me.
like too much back and forth. Like you'd have this narrator talking about all of the great things of the circus, and then you'd go to this movie part, and then you go back to the narrator. It was like not well done in that way. And so like, are you a documentary
Right.
about a circus, or are you
A
a drama movie about the people in the circus? They were trying to do both.
Or are you a comedy? I think it might have been better, worked more for me if they just leaned into the comedy.
That's what I think.
And I like
There's some
Action scenes were
there's some
kinda
funny
funny.
parts.
And also,
Yeah.
Charlton Heston just blows. He's just terrible.
Yeah.
from my
Yeah.
cold dead hands.
Yeah, he's just a
Yeah.
terrible actor. Like it was, he made the part too serious. The
Oh
Carney
God,
guy too
I can't wait
serious.
till we get to Ben Hur then.
Yeah,
I
he's
know.
just
Well,
sucks.
that's why his best role was Moses, because
Yeah, because he could be really
That-
serious.
that-
Most of the serious. A Carney.
being dead
He's a
serious
car-
for 3.5 hours, that's where
He's
it
the-
works.
But he's
Moses-
got to manage it all.
I
He's
get
the
it,
CEO on the road.
I get it, but he was ridiculous.
no.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's responsible for everything.
I know he was.
So
ridiculous.
anyhow, and I know you guys have dismissed this, but I thought it was clever with Jimmy Stewart being in the clown face the whole time as hiding out in the circus.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty neat. I like that little thing.
I'm
would've
not,
been
I am not a fan of clowns, however.
It would have been interesting to what his thought process was, because most actors are going to want to be seen, but I mean his voice is so distinctive that there's
He
no
was
myth in
such a
He
big
was,
star.
he
Yeah.
was at the height
He
of
was
his
a
powers.
huge star at that
Yeah,
point.
he's amazing.
Yeah.
I thought he had
I
one of
immediately
the.
knew it was him.
He had the
Because
he had the line. The line was
drawl
like,
is
"Why are
so
you?"
distinctive.
Somebody said like, "Why are you always in clown face?" And he was like, "Why are you always blah blah?" Like, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny." I thought that was funny.
So there you have it, dear listeners. According to 5 people, this was a massive train wreck.
The train wreck was
Well,
the best
that
part
was
of the
best
show.
part.
According to one person, this was the greatest show on earth.
Ah. There you go. What are we seeing next week
No, any final thoughts?
about this movie?
Oh boy.
No, about life in general. I think we're done with the movie. I mean, you guys have pretty much et tu brute it, so
Wow.
yeah.
I know it hurts your feelings.
No,
They
you
were
didn't hurt my feelings.
kind of got an
I
edge
mean,
about
Oh,
you.
yeah,
You-
you got a little
Except
edgy.
for Hamlet, when we don't like a movie, you take it personally, like you made the movie.
I
Yeah,
know.
but you didn't give us a hard time on Hamlet because you didn't like Hamlet either.
I'm not taking this personal. Hey, I
Dan
spent 36
DeVille.
years of not taking things personal. You guys never compare to the people I dealt with on 36 years on the Dayton Municipal Court bench.
No, I don't have anything for this week. Like I said, I'm excited to go see Suffs this week. Excited. The weather is much better.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy about that. Our yard looks great. We had dinner for the first time this week on the front porch,
Yeah.
which will be a lot more front porch dinners. So. I'm
And
busy
our
with-
awnings are up. My
Oh,
awnings
your
got-
awnings
Yeah,
look
the awnings
beautiful,
are
Dan.
nice.
They look great.
Sam Braun,
Summer are here.
anything but tennis?
No, just great fucking weather.
That's another one. At least I'm getting, the Virginia Mod
Getting
Platt
some-
Empowerment Fund's getting some money
Yeah.
today.
Let us
Nope.
know when we get to $100. I'll write you a check.
Dia, anything else?
No.
Okay. Paul?
I am strongly considering attending Trail Days this weekend in Damascus, Virginia. So it's a big jamboree sponsored by the Appalachian Trail Conservancy and some gear manufacturers in the
Wow.
town of Damascus. So.
Are you looking at Southbound?
Yeah, are you,
Good one.
Scouting.
That's good, man. That's pretty
Are
good.
you taking the train down?
No, driving.
light
no,
went
it's
into
a-
Dan's
it's-
eyes
it's-
again.
Yeah, that's the only fear in bringing this up. But that's a week looking ahead.
So that would be next weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Catherine Ann?
No, I don't think I have anything to add. I'm waiting on the oven to preheat for our final course of the ridiculous dinner.
Funnel cake.
Okay,
cake.
so for the
With ice
final,
cream.
we're going to have,
With ice cream.
we've got ice cream that we're going to put animal crackers on. And I also
sauce.
ordered from the people that I got the creme brulee from last week, funnel cakes. So the funnel cakes are in the oven getting browned up, and we'll dump powdered sugar on them. And then for the listeners, here's the deal for next week. Nan's out, Sam's out, Dia's out, and Paul's probably out. So, yeah, you're going to do the Appalachian Trail
If
thing.
we were having podcasts, I'd be here on Sunday because it's only a 7-hour drive.
So, anyhow, that would just leave the two of us, Catherine Ann and I. So,
We're
I
still
think
not doing it next week.
so I think what we've decided. So we're not putting it on you.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be the three of you. Still no good.
Still no good. So we're out. We're taking
Well,
a hiatus.
No, it would be good, but we're going to take a break.
That's fine.
Yeah, because it's better when I feel more ganged up on.
Oh, it's so rare.
I mean,
We ganged up on the movie.
2-on-1, I could handle that. I can handle this 5-on-1 business too. But anyhow, so we won't be
Too
dropping
much.
one next week.
Right.
But then the following week,
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend, we will do From Here to Eternity.
Very exciting.
And then, drum roll, on May 31st, it has been confirmed by a telephone texting back and forth with one of my all-time favorite ladies, Kate Archdeacon, that her and Tom Archdeacon,
Also a prolific cursor. Very exciting.
Yes.
one of
All right, we'll raise some money.
one of America's great sports and humanitarian writers, Tom Archdeacon, who is in, I believe, the Boxing Hall of Fame for his articles he's written about boxing, will be here to do On the Waterfront.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
So that's going to be a heck of a podcast. So we're off next week. Don't be listening for us next week, but we'll be back. We'll have a new one for you on Memorial Day. So when you get up Memorial Day morning and you don't have to go to work, you can just flip on Dinner with Dan and find out how many knives I got put in my back that night.
Oh, whatever.
So, anyhow, I don't want the ice cream to melt like it did in the movie when it was melting on the kids. So with that, I'm going to say Godspeed and fair winds until we meet again.